The first sign wasn't the flames. It was the sky. Across the American West, daylight slowly disappeared behind a thick blanket of smoke. Entire landscapes turned orange. Cities hundreds of miles away woke up to the smell of burning forests. Emergency alerts echoed across phones as families packed their belongings, uncertain if they would ever return home. For millions of Americans, wildfire season was no longer a distant threat. In 2026, it became a national crisis. This is the story of one of the most dangerous wildfire seasons the United States has ever faced. Welcome to Xfinity Evolution, where history comes alive, and legends are reborn, and why experts believe this may be only the beginning. Wildfires have always been part of nature. For thousands of years, forests have relied on periodic fires to clear dead vegetation and allow new growth. But the fires burning across America today are different. They are larger. They spread faster. They burn hotter. And they are becoming far more difficult to stop. Throughout 2026, firefighters across multiple states found themselves battling rapidly expanding fires fueled by extreme heat, powerful winds, and exceptionally dry vegetation. Entire communities were placed under evacuation orders as flames moved with astonishing speed through forests, grasslands, and even suburban neighborhoods. Every summer brings wildfire risks, but this season pushed emergency services to their limits. So what changed? Scientists point to a combination of factors. Months of below-average rainfall left forests unusually dry. Heat waves arrived earlier than expected, breaking temperature records across parts of the western United States. Strong winds turned small fires into massive infernos within hours. A single spark, whether from lightning, damaged power lines, or human activity, could ignite thousands of acres. Once a wildfire reached dry vegetation, controlling it became incredibly difficult. Firefighters often describe the flames as unpredictable, with shifting winds causing fires to change direction without warning. The human cost was enormous. Thousands of residents received emergency evacuation notices, leaving behind homes, businesses, and treasured possessions with only minutes to escape. Highways filled with vehicles as families fled advancing flames. Emergency shelters opened across affected regions. Many people watched from a distance as smoke consumed neighborhoods they had called home for years. Even when houses survived, communities often faced weeks without electricity, damaged infrastructure, hazardous air quality, and uncertain futures. For many survivors, the emotional impact lasted long after the fires were extinguished. But the danger wasn't limited to the flames. Wildfire smoke traveled hundreds, even thousands, of miles. Air quality alerts were issued across multiple states as microscopic particles filled the atmosphere. Doctors warned that the smoke could aggravate asthma, heart disease, and other respiratory conditions. Schools canceled outdoor activities. Public events were postponed. Hospitals reported increased numbers of patients suffering from breathing difficulties. In many places, simply stepping outside became a health risk. The wildfire crisis had become a public health emergency. Meanwhile, thousands of firefighters worked around the clock under some of the harshest conditions imaginable. Temperatures often exceeded 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Heavy protective equipment added even more physical strain. Crews dug fire breaks by hand, operated bulldozers, coordinated aircraft, and worked through the night to slow advancing flames. Helicopters and air tankers repeatedly dropped water and fire retardant across burning landscapes. Despite these efforts, changing weather conditions could erase hours of progress in a matter of minutes. Wildfires are among the most unpredictable natural disasters on Earth. Technology has become one of the most powerful tools in this fight. Satellites monitor fire activity from space. Drones survey dangerous terrain that firefighters cannot safely reach. Artificial intelligence helps analyze weather patterns and predict how fires may spread. Emergency agencies use advanced computer models to identify communities at greatest risk and improve evacuation planning. Although technology cannot prevent every wildfire, it is becoming increasingly important in protecting lives. Still, experts warn that prevention remains the strongest defense. Removing dead vegetation, maintaining defensible space around homes, improving forest management, upgrading aging infrastructure, and educating communities can all reduce wildfire risks. Many local governments are investing in early warning systems and stronger emergency response plans. Residents are also being encouraged to prepare evacuation kits, monitor fire conditions, and stay informed during periods of extreme weather. Preparedness can make the difference between safety and tragedy. The question many Americans are asking is simple: will wildfire seasons continue getting worse? Many climate researchers believe rising temperatures, prolonged droughts, and changing weather patterns are increasing the likelihood of longer and more intense fire seasons in many regions. While no single wildfire can be attributed to one cause alone, experts generally agree that a warming climate creates conditions that allow fires to ignite more easily and spread more rapidly. This means communities may need to adapt to a future where wildfire preparedness becomes a normal part of everyday life. As the smoke slowly clears and rebuilding begins, the scars remain visible across forests, towns, and families. The courage shown by firefighters, emergency responders, volunteers, and local communities reminds us that resilience can emerge even during disaster. But resilience alone cannot solve the growing wildfire challenge. The story of America's 2026 wildfire season is more than a disaster report. It is a warning about the changing relationship between people, forests, weather, and the environment. The next wildfire season is never far away. The question is no longer whether another major fire will come. The real question is whether America will be ready when it does. If you want to understand how history is unfolding before our eyes, don't miss what comes next. Revisit Xfinity Evolution for deeper insights and powerful stories. Stay informed, stay curious, and join us again on Xfinity Evolution, where the world's biggest events come into focus.